Yo, so a few days ago, I made a post talking about a new app that I'm building called Mail Zero. It's basically an app I'll actually show you real quick. It's an open source Gmail alternative, and this is totally against what the video is supposed to be. I'll make a whole separate video about this later, but it's an open source Gmail alternative where we're going to be able to import your Gmail. It's going to be connected to an API, and it kind of went viral on Twitter for my standards, right? You usually get like 10 views, and this time we got a big amount. Partly why this went viral was because, firstly, it looks good. People are super excited. People want a sleek email application. But another cause of concern and a discussion that formed around this was the fact and fear that ShadCN has simply taken over every Next.js and every modern web dev application. If you look at ShadCN, if you don't know what it is, firstly, it's a component library that every Next.js developer uses, but it's compatible with like Laravel and here. Let's just check it out real quick. Let's fact check ourselves here. Next.js V Remix, Astro. You can also do manual. But it's compatible with a lot of different what do you want to say, frameworks and languages, and it's pretty awesome. You probably know what it is. But anyways, right? People are afraid that ShadCN has ruined creativity and ruined what once was beautiful design and creativity. However, right, although Mail Zero does have the ShadCN look, they don't always have to be this way. And who else to give a best explanation on what ShadCN is supposed to be but Guillermo Rauch? I hope that's the right way of saying it. He freaking retweeted my tweet. This is like Christmas to an Next.js developer. Like, what the hell? He retweeted my post, right? And basically in the post, he basically said that ShadCN is not just another component or UI library, but rather allows users of this component library to build really good UIs pretty easily and compete with the big boys without much effort, without hiring designers, and doing it all on your own. And this is actually the subject of the video. We're basically going to build different components with ShadCN, and I'm going to walk you through how companies actually use ShadCN the right way without actually it looking like ShadCN. And that's the thing I'm trying to drive in. Your app can use ShadCN and not look like ShadCN UI. So, for example, right, if we go to cal.com, I basically worked on this site and we made everything possible here. And believe it or not, this uses ShadCN components. Now, in this page, we're basically just using the button from ShadCN because nothing else here is compatible with it. Actually, maybe the cards as well. I'll have to double check here. But also, if you go to like the pricing page, you can see here we have the tooltips from ShadCN UI. And so what we'll do right now is set up an application and kind of just really use ShadCN the right way and build a really good UI like that. So let's just install a random component. So I already have ShadCN installed on this folder, but let's install a few of them, right? So I'm going to do like, let me just take this real quick. And let's install, what should we do here? Let's do input. Let's do button. And let's do card. Why not? Because that's something that a lot of us are going to use. And screw React 19. I really hate React 19 because of all these like problems we're facing. Like, anyways, again, that's for a total separate video. And so yeah, if we go to the application, let's just run npm run dev and go to refresh this page. We should see a blank page because the page.tsx is hidden. So let's add the button. Let's add the input and let's add a card component with all of these here. So let's just do this. Oh shit. This. And all these bad boys, right? Just like that. So we have three components here, right? And at this point, right, this is just a basic example. A lot of people will leave the design at that. And this is where I think a lot of people fuck up with their designs. When they don't intend for an app to be minimal or sleek, but they still go with the ShadCN components and not build on top of them because they think of it as a UI library. The whole point of a ShadCN component, the whole point of the component library itself is to customize and to make it easier to make good looking UI, right? And anyways, let's just go through it one by one, and I'll just walk you through how we do it on the Cal site, like I just showed you, and how I would do it for the applications that I'm building. But let's just say for like the button, right? Here we have the button, and I got a new computer, and I don't know how to config cursor to not have the wrapping like automatically. I like the wrappings. That's what I'm trying to say, and it's really annoying. But anyways, besides that, if we go into the button file here, behind the scenes, or maybe it's behind the scenes, I don't know if you want to call that, we basically just have a button component where in it we have different stylings that we can call in the button. So let's just say the button right here, we can add the variant. So we can have a variant of an outline. So this will change. We can do like a ghost. We can also do stuff like size. So size could be icon, which is going to be super small. And actually, if I do that, yeah, you can see it comes out like that. Obviously, it's meant for icons. And so we can do that. And where these stem from are these little components within here, right? So ideally, what we tend to do is kind of just redesign the default variable and then add on top of it through the different other types of variants. So let's just say the default, right? Let's just say, I don't know, you're Lay's, right? You're the company Lay's. I just watched an ad on that. You might want your background to be yellow, right? So you go with yellow 500. And you know what? Nah, let's not do that. Let's go to lays.com. Is that their site? Yes. Cool. And here, right, which is a terrible site. Oh my god. Here we have the button over here. Let's use this button because I think this will be very interesting to do. But let's recreate this button as the default value. So in here, we're gonna do a BG red of 500 and a rounded of full. Now this might actually not break, but probably not work. Oh, it does work. Okay. And then we can just add a, where's the hover coming from? Yeah, here we can just, there we go. And then we could do something like text. No, don't change that. It's font bold. There we go. And here we have a pretty slick lace button, right? I think it looks the same. Actually, you know what? Let's do hover BG yellow 500. No, it was just there. Bro, who built this lace site? My God. So you see there? And then honestly, we can also do hover text black. And if we go back to our application, you can see it looks exactly like Lay's, right? This looks exactly like the Lay's site. And we did that with and as a result of ShadCN. We didn't have to config all of these things, right? Because if we did, then we wouldn't have been able to, build a backend where we can add different customizability. So what I mean by this is, let me go back to the app. If we wanted to add a secondary, right? So if we want to do like, maybe like a main one, sure, I'll just use the AI one, but maybe we have like a different part of our app where we have a separate part. What am I saying? If we had a separate section where we have a different looking button, then we can add the variant main, which will look different, right? And this goes off the base design of our initial button. And so this is one example. The same thing would go for the input. So let's just do the same thing because I think it's pretty funny that we're doing it. Let's use something else. What's a fun site that we could copy? I was gonna say ShadCN. That would be funny. Let's do ChatGPT. Ooh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna try this button over here. It's obviously gonna be an extended one. I'm not gonna do this whole animation, but what we could do is the input's actually one of the more simple ones. Let's do a rounded of full placeholder ask chat GPT And then here we can add a BG of, what is this? What color is this? Whatever this is. And if we go back, you can see we have not the best. We got to increase the height here. So maybe height of 12. There we go. And then what we need to add is a, what is that called? I got to remove these. Oh my God. I'm getting lost. That was a meme, okay? The Phantom meme, if you guys heard it. Phantom meme. This one, okay? And yeah, so then we have this little circular guy here. So I'm not going to spend time on this. I'm just going to ask add right button to this input, please. Don't ask how long this took me. Fine, it took me a long time. So let me just let me finish it up then. We add a border, BG white, rounded full. Took me a while, okay, guys? Please don't make fun of me. But anyways, here we have a chevron button, and I just realized that I did something pretty weird. I don't even need this. Yeah. So here we have the button designed. This is exactly like it looks the exact same, right? It looks it's a bad version, but you can see we use ShadCN to make an input that looks nothing like ShadCN. And the final one, let's have fun with this one. Let's go to GitHub maybe, and then cool. And so for the last one, I don't really know what to do, but let's just design a card how we want. I think that'll be fine. But let's just say we want to go and we're trying to design some maybe something a little more relaxing, maybe like a blue. So we just go in here and do like a BG blue, 500. Maybe go with like a more crisp corners, and then give it a text of white. That nice calm. Actually, let's go with like baby blue. Maybe like a. Nah, it's too girly. Gotta go with 400. Did I say blue is girly? It's the most boyish color out there. Same with the display here, or the title. We like text white 7 or something. I don't even know. And then here we could just go with like baby blue is cool. Sure. Thanks, AI. And we can add like a little button here. Speaking of button, right? Here we have a little, we got to wrap this in a card content. And then here, thanks to ShadCN, we can just design this how we want. We could do like an outline as an example. And yeah, I mean, we could probably design this a little better, right? Make it look less like ShadCN. Fuck it. We don't want it to look like ShadCN at all. Border, thick borders only here. Border, black. Bam. Probably not the best looking thing, but you know what I mean, right? There we go. Whatever. Yeah, you can see the shadow there. But yeah, so I think by the end of this, you probably got the point of it. At least I hope. That's the entire point of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Honestly, it would really, really go a long way. I'll also leave my Twitter below. I am on there way, way, way too much. So if you want to annoy me, and if you want me to annoy you back, I already posted the fandom here. So you can check that out. Yeah, I'll leave this below. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't think of ShadCN as something that is bad, but rather use it as a tool to build on top of. So I hope I explained that well enough. Happy coding, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.